Howdy, howdy. What is up? Welcome.
Howdy.
What?
Howdy you.
Howdy, howdy.
How is you, girl?
Welcome back to a new episode of Lost Nuggs. We're here with young and beautiful, the most beautiful Nick Norcia, like Portia.
We were calling, I've known you for 6 months now? I saw you in the summer, and I swear I said Norcia.
Yeah, I didn't correct. I normally don't correct people.
You're like, there's no need. You at least know my last name.
I also butcher everyone's name, so I am one, it would be hypocritical of me to correct you.
It's fair. But it is like your name. So if somebody called me Hefe, I'd be like, no, it's
Hefe.
Jeff. I don't know.
For Jeff?
Yeah.
But
But
speaking of that 6-month encounter, I think it's really funny that when you texted me last week to plan this, you said can't wait to meet in real life, IRL.
Girl.
And I said, wait a second, what about the Boom Boom Room in New York City?
Ooh.
I'm pulling this up.
When we had cocktails and we literally saw each other so
That was a really fun night, though, because I was with you the whole time.
It was exactly.
No, I did not forget.
It wasn't like, oh, hi, nice to meet you, bye. It was like we had conversation. I saw you 10 times, and then this guy goes, can't wait to meet you. I'm like,
Bitch,
I guess that
we hung out.
We were together the whole time.
No, we didn't. Maybe on the cheek at least.
Do you have a boyfriend?
I do.
Okay. We
So,
can unbox
we
that
didn't.
after, but I was like, I'm trying to remember, but I don't remember.
do it.
I don't remember hot, sexy makeout, but maybe.
No, it definitely was I don't do hot, sexy makeouts due to the boyfriend, but I will peck a kiss,
peck
like
an
a
ass.
love kiss, mwah.
Peck a
I
man.
do that.
It's like the gay
Yeah.
friend
Yeah.
kiss. It's like
We've pecked. Yeah, we peck in
Yeah,
bids.
I on the cheek the European thing I do it to almost every gay that I know.
I mean,
and then
Norcia. It's
Yeah.
obviously that's
Right.
giving double peck
the
energy.
Italian heritage. I
Yeah.
gotta-
4 packs. Peck up
Yeah.
the lips.
Okay, wait. So you were talking about gas prior to when we got started, and I was very curious what you were talking about.
Because he's
So we
been
have to
farting
pick-
a lot lately.
I haven't been. It was
Last
yesterday.
episode, you were farting the whole time.
Well, that's because we were outside.
And
we
he
were
took
in
a
the
nap
safe-
yesterday, and he farted his whole nap.
Well, you're in good company because I too am a gassy boy.
I'm feeling farty
Thank
today,
you for bringing
too.
this topic up. Wait, love being dragged
I
on
have
the
the
pod.
dads day after drinking shits.
Okay, let me just tell you though, when I was away and I was delirious the last time we filmed. I slept for 2 hours, flew from London. This is a 10-hour time zone difference.
Yeah, we went out. You went to In-N-Out. You looked high.
Yeah, I looked cracked the out.
Yeah, you live in a different world.
Anyways, what were you talking about your gas problem? You were touching your stomach, talking about that you could feel the gas inside of you. And I need to know.
I wasn't touching my stomach. My doctor was touching my stomach for a physical purposes.
Okay. I was like, was this a...
Like,
I mean,
Adult-
he is gay and
it
cute.
was an adult
but-
video,
So I loved
not
it.
an adult video.
Wait, what?
What? Oh, no.
And he was pressing on my stomach, and I didn't fart when he did it, but he was like, "Are you gassy?" He's like, or he said "Oh, you seem like you're really gassy."
Whoa.
And I was like, "How did you know that?"
Yeah.
because I'm always gassy, but I wonder if when you press, if he can tell if it's air versus shit. I don't know.
Oh my God.
But it was
Oh
he
my
was
God,
a mind
so
reader, and I
interesting.
kind of was like, yeah, I always am.
So he knew. So
he knew.
So doctors can feel gas.
I feel like you can tell there's
don't
air
quote
in
me
it.
on that.
Yeah.
Maybe he just knows from word on the street that I'm gassy.
I mean, they can probably tell if they're pushing and they can feel air.
Maybe.
Makes sense.
Wait, I don't think I told you this. So when I met these 2 doctors, they were super fun, and I was in Mallorca, and the one doctor, we were out, and he started pressing on this woman's stomach because she said, "I think I'm pregnant."
Oh.
And so he was like, "Let me feel." And he literally looked at her and he goes, "Can I ask you a question?" He goes, "When's the last time you had a bowel movement?" And she goes, "Oh my God, I haven't since I've been on vacation."
Oh my God, and she was just
And she thought she was pregnant, and she just has a big turd in
Oh my
her stomach.
God.
He literally was like, "This is just
Hard shit. I never understood constipated people.
It was the funniest thing. I was there for that too. Remember?
Wow.
It was
That's
so
so
funny. We were crying laughing. It was so
I
funny.
feel like ladies have really bad constipation issues.
They do.
Do you
The-
get constipated?
I have so many girlfriends with the IBS, which is
Or
the
not-
opposite of constipation.
Oh, really?
But I just think that
No, I feel
most
like-
of my girlfriends have either constipated or the
No, I feel like guys have IBS and girls have constipation.
Okay, I have a
When have
weird
you
question.
been constipated?
I've never been constipated.
Exactly. When have you?
I only get constipated
Oh,
when I go to Europe.
Oh.
And it's not because I think it's because of the travel. I don't get constipated if I go to New York, the plane, but I
Yeah.
think it has to do with travel. So basically, this year I was constipated in May when I was in France, and then in June when I was in Italy.
Interesting. I don't get constipated in Europe at all.
Do you think it has anything to do? Okay, this is my question. Do you think if you're constipated, you could like bottom and be okay, or no?
Yes.
I think it'd be harder. Your poop's harder.
So it's like, but it's probably like up in there, or else
I mean,
it would
I
just
have no
come
idea.
out, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's...
You're like, I've done that. I can speak from experience. You're perfectly fine.
I don't think it would squirt out or come out as easy. So yeah, it'd probably be easier to bottom, maybe.
Because I think when you're constipated, it's like pretty far
Hard
up.
Yeah.
up there.
It's not like it's right there. I mean, eventually
Yeah.
it's like right there, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I started taking probiotics. I mean, I normally take them, but like that helped. That's what made me get rid of my
Loosens it.
loosen it
Is this
up.
like the post 30 problem? Like now you need to take probiotics?
Now we're bringing up my age, and now that you did that, I will say I'm 29.
Oh, excuse me.
Just turned 29 too, so I still got another year in my 20s.
Well, you can go yourself. Okay, wait. I want to pivot this because we were dying laughing at the video you did of you in the back of a car saying POV as a father in 2004 because
dying. I was so
that is literally us two to a T in the backseat of that car screaming some ratchet rap lyrics that only like a female rapper would know. Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was
Like, is that you too?
Oh yeah. I love
Like, what music videos from back in the day? No, let's just say one. What's one music video from back in the day that just like made you horny as? Because I could start, and mine's gonna be "Ride" by Sierra.
Ride by Sierra's a good one.
Like, I just feel like the way she like squats down and like does that like thing where she like pounds on the f***ing floor, and she's oiled. Oh, so hot.
That was good. I feel like mine was probably Circus by Britney Spears was a good one for me. I felt like kind of like that cosplay.
Oh, okay. But she
remember
wasn't
that
like
one.
making out with people in that one, was
No,
she?
but I feel like she just like looked kind of hot.
She was in like the
Or
ring.
Womanizer was kind of
Yeah.
hot. Womanizer was kind of hot.
You just
too.
stole mine.
But some of her
Womanizer?
You just stole mine.
Oh,
some of
yeah.
her music videos, she like makes out with these guys though, and it's like so hot and steamy.
Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Womanizer was good. I think Womanizer was good.
My Womanizer was mine. I like later on in life. When I was in 6th grade is when I like
Later on in life.
'cause I grew up very
7th grade.
I was homeschooled and
were
like very
homeschooled?
Christian like
OMG.
evangelical vibes. So I was so
Homeschooled?
sheltered. I was
That makes
very.
sense.
I know.
I'm
Is
just
it
kidding.
no one?
Just kidding.
Actually, normal people go. That makes sense. I go okay. Go. F yourself."
Wait, where'd you grow up, really quick?
Cumming, Georgia.
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 Okay.
It's like 40 minutes north of Atlanta. But so I was like very sheltered. So I would say like a lot of the music I love, which was technically like early 2000s, I actually didn't know when it was a pop
popular.
song. I learned it like later on in life, and I was like, oh, wait, this slaps.
Yeah.
Like Missy Elliott and like
You had like a
know,
little delay.
Yeah. But I will say around 2008,
That's when
when
you
I was in
started,
6th grade, 7, 8. Positively a fetus. I got an iPod, and that's when like Britney Womanizer vibe. So like I didn't even know Britney during Toxic. I knew Britney during Circus and Womanizer, and then went back and was like, wow, I love it.
Like
So
you missed a whole era.
I did. So I
Yeah.
had like a lot of like relearning to do. But I will say like when that Womanizer song, I like would just rewatch that music video, and then my mom got mad because she thought it was because like she's naked on the thing. She's
Yeah.
like,
She thought you were off to it on the
because it was
low.
Britney. I'm like, yeah, that's why I like it. She's so hot.
That's crazy.
Wait, wow. I'm sure you own the outfit now. No.
Oh yeah. Well, she's naked.
No, she's got the bedazzled.
Oh,
thing
that
on.
one. I don't. No.
Oh, okay.
You don't.
I see you. Try, maybe for
I
your
could.
30th.
I could probably put it together because I do have a costume like drawer of a bunch of random things.
Yeah.
So.
I think we all have a not cosplay, but like
Yeah, I have
little,
like a little
costumey
yeah,
bin,
little bin.
drawer.
It's a hodgepodge. Of
What's
weird
the most
shit.
ratchet thing you think you have in your costume drawer? Because that's honestly where I hide toys.
Oh, you put your toys in there?
I put my toys in there because like if I don't know, I just think it's like a safe space. Like who's gonna go through my wigs?
I just have like natted wigs, like those. You've seen those wigs? Like they're nasty.
Well, you don't take care of anything, so
Yeah.
like everything you
The
have.
wigs
is
are just like
matted.
so
Not you looking him up and down.
mauled.
Well, I literally like if you saw what his apartment looked like, I woke up this morning and I was like, I was gonna make breakfast and I was like, I can't. So I
Yeah.
just scrubbed everything. Granted, we were wasted last night, so like totally makes sense.
And
But
this- yeah.
I'm just a very, very neat, free, clean person, and so I scrubbed his whole apartment and then I made eggs and toast.
This was
and he
after
was
my
still
apartment was
sleeping.
already cleaned yesterday. And I made it a
From the
mess
cleaning
in
lady,
one
not
night.
him.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you messed it up. It was clean. You got here.
No,
That's what I'm hearing.
I messed it up. I like got in and out
help you.
everywhere.
in and out everywhere.
Yeah, like spread sauce, just like.
Like sugar cookies smushed on the floor. Why is the sugar cookie smushed
Oh,
on
really?
the
I don't
floor?
remember
In-N-Out?
No, just from.
No, he has a lot
Oh, okay.
of snacks.
Sorry. In my head, I was like, when did they start selling sugar?
You didn't know they sell sugar? Wait, what's the name of the chicken place I just had the other day?
Starbird.
Have you been to Starbird?
No, I have not.
Oh my God. I swear by it now.
Is that the
It's-
one that's been on TikTok?
There's a few. They've
Is
been
it-
doing some ads.
Apparently,
I
they've been
think.
doing ads.
Okay. I think I've seen a new. Yeah. I think I've been influenced.
Starbird
but I
chicken
want
is
to do
good.
it.
Well, their chicken is fire and, highly recommend. Okay, wait, I'm going to pivot this because I want to play a game. And the game is called Over or Under.
Okay.
So these are things about me. And then you're going to tell me if you are over or under that number.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things.
Got it.
Okay, on today's game of over and under,
Over and under.
I came out at 21. Over or under?
Under.
Over.
Ooh.
How old were you?
Like 15.
Young as How old were you?
Oh, 22. So
Okay, so it's like that, like college senior
end of
year.
college. Yeah. It was my senior year.
You were what? 20.
1.
21.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we know how that went. So
Terribly. Messy.
next question. I've slept with 2 women. Over or under?
Under?
So does that mean 0 or 1? You definitely have never fucked a girl.
No, but gets complicated.
The disgust on your face.
Wait, sleeping meaning or
Like you were inside one. A woman.
finger or wiener?
Wiener?
I think wiener
Okay,
needs to be
okay.
wiener.
Got it.
Yeah. I actually,
That's a definition
I don't. I
of
think
a
I've-
woman.
What is a woman?
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's like that.
Yeah.
I would say, like, okay, no one cancel me right now. I would say my definition of a woman for this type of
cis
conversation
woman?
is like your went into a.
Okay, so over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to share that number?
Like the people or like or times?
I'm confused. When it people and no one has 2, so it's the same number. People and vaginas.
Like
the same
3
number.
But
then?
you're saying like the same person
Yeah.
presented multiple
Same person,
times.
like multiple times.
Oh, that's fine. It could be. Yeah, I don't need to
I
know
think
the
one.
number. Of
Oh, like
times.
3 then 3.
Okay, so 3 people.
Yeah, 3. Yeah.
And
Under 0.
0.
Wow.
No interest ever.
Oh, I in college I hooked up with girls, but I never ended up
Doing it all
sticking
the way.
my in one.
That makes sense. Were you a gay virgin until you were 22?
I was a gay virgin until I was 20.
Ooh, was doing it on the low
and
for
then
2
I
years.
had an internship out in LA, hooked up with a guy,
Aw.
and it was like we were actually both were virgins, which was really cute. But it was a one night stand, so not that cute.
You've never seen him again?
3 years later, I saw him, but it was a typical thing where we hooked up, and I was like, "That I'm not gay." And then a year later,
You both seen when we
in
hugged.
college, I hooked up with a guy, and Karma's a bitch. I fell for him, and he's like, "I'm not gay," and I'm like, "I'm not gonna do this to that guy." And so then I wrote that guy on Facebook, like found him,
No way.
and wrote him, and I was like, "I'm so sorry. I'm gay now, by the way. And I've always been gay." He's a guy I knew, but he was really sweet and supportive. And then anyway, so then yeah. So there was a question. So I lost my virginity when I was 20, but it was also like we stuck it in. We flipped, but like
Yeah.
we both were like, "Oh nope, I'm gonna
Yeah.
top." And then
You're
it was
like,
"Oh,
"This is
no,
not for me."
Yeah, and I was
Yeah.
like, I was like in pain, and I was like, okay, maybe I didn't really love it. So then I was like, yeah, I'm not gay, and then
And then you learn
Now you're
how to
dating
do
and you're
it.
in love.
yes,
It does take a minute to find the one that works for you. You know, it's almost like a puzzle piece. You know, like if you feel some resistance, it might not be the one for you.
true.
You know, and then when the one that goes in, you're like, this works for me because I maybe either like the person or we just work well together.
Yeah,
Or
it's very
something.
true.
Okay, I guess we get
about
personal
you?
now after that one.
Over.
Wait,
under.
what?
What about you?
These are
He said
things
2.
about me. I've had sex with 2 women.
Oh, you have had 2.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Next one. My is 7 inches. Over or under?
Mine's like right there. It's like right there. So neutral.
Is it?
Yeah.
I guess I've never seen it. Well, I guess
Yeah.
maybe
I'm not
I
like
have
thick,
recently
I'm not like
seen
thick,
it.
thick like that though.
What do you
Like
mean?
girth wise, you know.
Have you seen me with a boner?
You're
I don't
pretty
know.
thick, yeah.
Yeah. Would you like to share?
About the same, give or take a few inches. Not a few
A few
inches.
inches is crazy. A few inches is insane.
Under
Yeah.
Like an inch.
Yeah. Cute. It's giving a boyfriend D.
It's husband, as what a guy once told me.
Okay, this is just like a preference about me, but I would never be in more than a 5-year age gap relationship. Would you be open to over, or you need it to be under 5 years?
I'm open to over.
Really?
Yeah.
What about you?
Over.
Really?
Like them being over.
No, meaning like if it was more than a 5-year age gap, like you could handle like a 10-year age gap and like take a relationship
Yes,
seriously.
but upward, not downward.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like I would not date a
21-year-old.
19-year-old, but I
Fair.
would date a 39-year-old.
Yeah.
That's fair. I feel like, I don't know what it is, but I feel like the minute you get too far from like my age, I can't relate to you to an extent, you know? Like there's like pressures that come with like, let's say, I mean, there's lots of different types of like 45-year-olds, let's say, right? Like there's 45-year-olds who want to play, have fun, just f- around and like go out, whatever. Sure, that's fine. But then if I start dating another 45-year-old, he might be like, I have 2 kids. I want to do this. I want to do this. And like, there's an extent I can't relate to that like, we're not going to be a match.
It makes sense, yeah. And there's also factors like I find myself normally I get along more with the older people anyway, not like 5 years or more. Yeah. And like my parents had me at 37, so like they were the same age as like a lot of people that are 10 years older that had them in their 20s, and also like I'm the third youngest, so I have older siblings, and like I just have always been like
around older
kind of people, me
and like
too.
That's
and so like
to think about,
the people that are 10 years older, a lot of times like we grew up on the same music. Like my mom loved the Eagles, and like kids that are my age, like their mom loved whatever was in the 80s.
Think about like
You're like, I don't know what it is, but like that type of music in the 80s.
the 80s.
I totally get that.
It's interesting to think of like when your parents had you, I guess. They're just like, oh, I was around older people in general.
I mean, my parents had me senior year of college. And
so that's why you like 22-year-olds?
I do not like 22-year-olds. Crazy.
Lately?
What? You're just talking because I literally was like in a like, I want to call it a twink era, but I was just like a whole bunch of people in Europe, and they happened to be younger looking.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, my last one is I prefer for men to be taller than 5'8", meaning taller than me, and I don't really care. No, I shouldn't say I wouldn't date someone who's like 5'6", but like if you're shorter than me, I'm not really into it, to be honest. So over or under? You don't care about height?
Care.
Do you care about height?
No. Like the first guy I had fell for was like 5'8", and then like another guy. Like I've had crushes on guys that are like significantly shorter than me. But my boyfriend right now is 6'4". So,
whoa.
Which is like I obviously
wow.
like height. Like I think like when I see like tall guys, I'm like F you.
Yeah.
Just because it's like so.
I
was like, so I'm attracted to guys that are tall, but like
always.
But like short does not. It's not a turn off, if that makes sense.
Yeah. That does make sense. I don't know. What's the term? Pocket gay?
Pocket gay. Is
like
that like 5'8"?
No, I think a pocket gay is like 5'6" and below.
Oh, interesting. I've never heard that before.
And then I think short king is 5'8" and below.
Okay, short king.
Okay.
And then I think after that you're just normal.
You're just normal, and then like above 6'1", I feel like, or like 6. Like
yeah.
The 5'10" to 6 foot is like normal.
Then you're like a tree gay?
Oh.
Yeah. What are the tall ones called?
I don't think we call them anything.
Really hot gay guy. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, no, like
They don't
tall
need a
people,
name.
tall
They already
people
have it.
are hot, but I always say this, like the minute I see a tall person naked, and I know this sounds so weird to say, I feel like it's underwhelming.
You're like, whoa.
Because I feel like the parts don't look as great because proportionally, like obviously like if I take their things and put it on me, it's gonna look bigger.
Yeah.
But then when you take my things and put it on them, just because they're so big, it proportionally looks small.
And I like thicker guys, and so the thing about tall guys is a lot of times their thighs are super skinny.
Yeah,
and
it's hard for them to get thicker.
Yeah, it's really hard for them. And then a smaller guy or average guy, it's much easier to have thicker legs or thicker chest and stuff. But another thing is when there is a short guy that's hot, you're like, oh, you're hot. Yeah. Like not he knows, but like if you're short and you're hot, like imagine if that person was 6'4", dear God. I have a friend who's 5'8", and he's like so hot, and I always tell him like,
are you talking about me?
Nope. You're not short.
What?
You're not short.
I'm 5'8".
Are you 5'8"?
I thought you were 5'9".
Okay, maybe he's 5'7".
Let's start the rumor.
I think he's shorter than you. But he's like one of my hottest friends, and I always tell him, I'm like,
is he single?
Can you imagine? Yeah, he is. He's a lawyer. He's rich.
Whoa.
Maybe you should hook me up.
I will. Maybe.
We're not gonna. I was like, I'm gonna pivot this before we go down a rabbit hole. I was like, I saw him give me the look. I said, no, we're not talking about this today. I was like, we're not doing that. Okay, wait. So I have another question because so I recently I'm doing this thing with Scruff, and I honestly have never used Scruff. Are we Scruff users here? Anyone?
I was.
You were. Okay. Have you used Scruff? Do you use Scruff? No.
Like-
Okay. So on Scruff, there's obviously like similar to like the other dating apps, how you choose like your preferences and you know like what tribe you're in and like things like that.
Yeah.
But everybody on this app is like scruffy, you know, like they're into like the body hair type thing.
Yeah.
And I naturally am not a very hairy person, and so everyone keeps calling me like very clean cut.
Yes.
But like to me, the term clean cut is how you like manscape.
Yes.
Is that
Yes.
incorrect? Like I don't view myself as a clean cut person.
Yeah.
Like what does
clean cut
What
mean?
does
Yeah.
clean cut mean?
I never understood what clean cut means.
Honestly, my head goes to your face. Like if you're
Okay.
clean,
Clean cut
cut,
means you
it's like
shave
you're
a
corporate
little bit?
looking. It's like you're
Yes.
like clean.
You shave,
you're like
fully
fully
shaved.
shaved.
I don't. Is that clean cut? I don't even think you would be clean cut.
I don't think I give corporate America.
Like I think I'm clean cut
Yeah,
right now.
I think you're clean cut.
But like, can I show?
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Very
view
hair.
you as
That's
clean
not
cut
clean
though.
cut though. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like I'm an Italian. So
Yeah.
like, I'm not clean cut if it's body hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clean cut doesn't make sense to me.
Clean cut to me means like you literally bick your balls, which like I do, but like I keep like the top.
A little bit. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I would just say shaved then.
Clean
Like
cut's a weird
trim
term, yeah.
means like you trim, and then like I would say shaved.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. I don't think I have a term in my head for like someone that's completely. You pluck your hairs?
No, bick, meaning like the bick razor.
Oh yeah.
Like
terrifying.
I hate the like long hair. Like that's
Yeah,
not
I
for
do
me.
hate long hair. I do trim my. Yeah, that's the one that I hate.
Like
But
I don't mind like, you know, the minute your pubes start to do like one curl, like I don't want it to be like a forest.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like
Curl.
when your hair is long, like I just
Mhm,
cannot.
it's so- yeah.
I cannot.
It's easy to shave too, though. It's just like-
Yeah.
Because it's giving. You know what it's giving? Have you seen The Deliverance?
Okay.
With Glenn Close.
I just watched that on this flight here. When she was like dying or whatever, like at the end.
Your nappy.
What'd she say? Nappy.
Nappy.
pussy?
She's like,
I was dying.
I haven't seen this.
But I was gonna reference her hair. That's what ball hair is like because it's so thin. It's like just little bits of hair, which is like so. I just shave it. Like people
Just
that have
shave
that
it.
kind of head, like why don't you just shave your head like
agree.
bald? And that's how I feel about bald
Bald
hair.
hair.
It's like I think a bush is hot, but like hair, it's like because it's so individualized.
just
like,
go,
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? It's just like it looks better. Very short
Yeah.
or.
I
bald.
recently found maybe like a patch of white hair, and I got terrified. So I'm just like keeping it completely
Where?
shaved on my,
Oh.
not like here, like literally on my balls. I'm like, why is my ball hair
Is it
turning
gray or
white?
white?
White, like literally looks like Santa Claus.
Is it the?
like, is this what happens? You're
Yeah. I've hooked up with a guy before, and he didn't have like all, but he like had gray pubes, and I was like, oh.
Is that alopecia?
What?
Or not alopecia? No, what is it?
Alopecia's when you can't grow hair.
No, what's the one where it's you start going white? What is it?
Oh, well, wait, well that's your skin.
you mean
though.
aging?
You're talking about the skin one
No, yeah, maybe.
that Michael Jackson had.
Yeah.
No, he didn't have anything. He did that to himself.
No.
Yeah, no, he
had
had,
a disease
it, and
though.
then it's you know that really.
It's a skin disease. But
What's
you can get on
that
your
famous
hair, too.
model? She has it.
Yeah.
Anyone can get it, but
Yeah,
it's more
you can
prevalent on
develop
people
it.
of color because it's like, but a white person can get it.
Oh, you mean like when someone just in general has those like different patches of
It's
skin?
where your
Yeah.
pigment goes like completely.
Yeah.
It basically, I think it kills your pigment, or you
Yeah.
have no pigment.
Maybe you're like losing.
And
pigment
then-
there.
Got it.
You've seen the like people that have like the
Yeah, like
Yeah.
different spots.
different
There's a
spots.
word for it,
There's a word
though.
for that, and
not
I do believe it
alopecia.
might affect your hair. In
Yeah,
those
I
spots.
really.
Really?
Yeah.
Do-
Oh, not you being 1% educated
Yeah.
almost then.
It's
But
not
don't quote me on the hair
it's
thing, if you said it, I would. It's what Michael Jackson did, and then he bleached the rest of his
Yeah,
skin because
then
he
he
could
like
get it
wanted
on.
to
to
be
match
cohesive.
it. He wanted to
Yes.
match
Yes.
it, kind of. Yeah.
Look at us being educated. We are not Google, so don't listen to us. We're just here for
Take
entertainment.
everything
We're
you
not
hear
educated.
with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
2 grains of salt.
Oh man, wait! I forgot to ask this one.
What?
Who was your favorite old school like R&B girl back in the day? We didn't talk about this.
I
We talked about music videos, but not like not the
I would
girls.
say Sierra.
Sierra was good.
But would you call her like?
I don't
Well, I
know if
guess
I
she's
wouldn't-
R&B. She's just
Yeah.
not like
She's not
a
like
hood girl.
she was kind of, yeah, she was.
No, she
I don't
wasn't.
think so.
Wait,
I mean,
can we?
especially now she isn't because she's like literally in a relationship with what's his name and they're like
Yeah, and the
virgins.
richest. Like, wait, do you guys remember the rumor that she was like a hermaphrodite, or you guys never heard that?
I never heard that.
I did never hear. I maybe heard it. I don't know.
You guys, well, you obviously wouldn't hear that rumor because you were like locked in the closet. But like,
I maybe heard this, but I don't know. Like
there was
maybe
like
middle
rumors
school?
back in the day when like she was like really like 1-2 stepping, and everyone was like, "Oh
was
my
like
God,
when
Sarah's
people
a
were saying it about
hermaphrodite,"
Lady Gaga,
and
too.
people used to say that like she had a and a, and like
What?
people
That's
were like,
so
"Oh my
weird.
God," like whoever she was dating, they would like call gay and like all this stuff.
I don't remember.
And I was maybe in like 6th grade, so I don't know if like we started the rumors about her, but it was like spread across. Like people are gonna know this
crazy.
rumor.
I remember the rumors about Michelle Obama being
I don't know
trans.
that one.
What?
Oh yeah, my grandma like literally I think
Michelle
to this day
Obama
she
being
still thinks
trans.
Yeah.
is
Wait, what?
crazy.
because she's a built woman, like she has a good
That is
shoulders, and then
evil.
there's like
I've never heard this
and there's
one.
photos of like her walking, and it's like of course the wind and like but there's like a little bit of like a thing, and so
Yeah.
or it could be Photoshop, I don't know, but like I remember my grandma was like, "We'll die on the hill."
The
'Cause she's-
Republicans
I don't.
went
By the way, I don't
hard.
speak to my grandma anymore. If that
Okay.
gives you any indicator, not the best person in the world, but she was like, Michelle Obama is a man.
no.
That's a
way.
And,
Crazy.
and then I looked it up, and there is a conspiracy theory
That's
that
crazy.
Obama. She didn't think this, but Obama is. They're both trans. No, yeah, it's crazy. Go look it up. It's
What?
Yeah, they're wild.
The Republicans be doing the most.
That is wild.
Yeah.
That the Obamas are a trans couple. Wow.
But my grandma just thought Michelle.
He is the last. What?
damn.
Michelle is crazy. That's fucked up.
That's a crazy
twisted.
one. That is a crazy.
I remember
one.
Lady Gaga because she went on that. What was it? That morning show.
Well,
and
no,
she
they
had
said that
lady
she had
ass
an
pic.
enlarged clit, right?
What's
Did
that
you?
called?
She went on the morning show and she had that famous talk host lady ask her, and it was so messed up. I remember the interview like resurfaced.
Wait, was it like on The View? Or?
Yeah, it was something
I feel like we're on the View right now.
I
This
love
table's
I
giving
love
the
The
view.
View.
It's so
Yeah.
good.
Aren't they getting rid of it though? I heard.
I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. I feel like there's rumors all the time.
You wanna
Pivot.
hear something
we need
crazy?
To pivot. Okay. Okay. You're the pivot. Okay. Here we go.
talking about politics. Kamala Harris's team reached out illegally to offer a
We're
queer.
gonna talk about this right now.
Yeah, because whatever. I'll
God.
just throw it out there because I denied it. It's okay. Maybe this will go viral. And queers for Kamala, undisclosed ad, paid ad to. What was it? Did I tell you
No,
about this?
you were getting a paid ad to promote her.
and they said that I had to disclose it as that I didn't
Not
get paid,
paid.
even though I was getting paid. But I turned it down.
Interesting. I actually got
Isn't that
yes.
crazy?
Was it called Queers for Kamala?
Yeah.
They reached out to me yesterday.
Yeah.
But then
Are you
they-
not getting paid?
No, they said it wasn't paid. They told me it wasn't paid, but
They're
it, was
doing some
through,
shady
it wasn't
stuff.
through them though. It wasn't her team. It was this other like one of those like third-party influencer things that like are the middleman.
Those
And they
are
were like,
some weird stuff
"Here's this
going
thing," and then on it, it was paid. Like it said an amount, but then in the paragraph it said pro bono. So that was confusing. And then I emailed, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, it's pro bono." And I was like, "Well, then why does it say paid?" And they're like, "Oh, that was a miss up." But it could be
Can we
something,
be
it could be
honest
something
though?
different.
Because let's be real. Like, there's people who this is their whole profession, right? Like, there's
Yeah.
lobbyists, there's like whatever, who like their job is literally to go around and make people. So like basically, you would just being paid as a lobbyist to make people vote for her. So I
Yeah.
really don't think it's that far fetched now that I think about it, because
Yeah.
obviously, like, you could choose not to do it, but
yeah.
you agree with some of the things, so it like you're doing it in hopes that you're going to reach other people who want to
Got
do
it.
that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it is weird that that's how they reached out to you.
Yeah. Government.
The government's
Government.
fucked.
Crazy.
The government
Interesting.
scares me.
Yeah.
I wish we could have a refresher on the government, but like we don't need to get into my crazy brain because that's a scary.
I do know
place.
there are rules though about like disclosing ads.
Oh
and
no,
stuff.
there is. That's
With
why I
the
was like, ooh,
FCC.
shady. I mean, I'm a
Is it the FTC? No,
Democrat,
the
so it's
FT
like I don't
no.
care, but yeah.
One of the commissions. It's you have to.
Yeah,
but it
yeah.
might be for products.
Yeah,
which is technically.
But I know
you're
some
not-
friends who've gotten paid to go to some of these conventions, and they're like some shady stuff, and I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, wait. Like, why was everyone at that like one convention, like the
Exactly,
DNC,
Chicago, yeah.
and like people were at like the RNC one, like pending like where you fell. You know what I mean? And it was like, where'd these invites come from? Like, why did I not receive one?
I was actually really pissed.
Like I was like,
where was
even
my
if I
fucking
knew
invite?
about it, because just for like networking,
They
I
invited
would've
like
went and been-
they invited like some creators. Some of them got paid, some didn't. Some just got invited and got paid for their trips. It's this whole like.
I will say a lot of them that I saw, they are vocal about politics, but there was like one or two where I was like, I've never seen you talk about politics, and I like half of my satire like comedy sketches are politically based.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I guess it's because they're larger than me, like following wise.
Yeah.
And so, but
That's what we're referring to,
But
obviously.
but I will say like I don't know how that works with like who gets invited and whatnot, but I did donate to Kamala's thing
that's
for
nice
it
of
because
you.
they were like, win a ticket. Oh, I donated to win the ticket. No, I
Obviously.
also would have donated.
But honestly,
for
like, does she really need our money?
That's
Like
what
sometimes
I'm
that's like what's
That's
like
what I'm saying. I have
come
friends
on.
who donated to. I'm like, bitch, shouldn't my money.
Like I don't want to be shady, but like the people who are donating, honestly, like shouldn't be donating because they literally don't have money. Like, and then you're giving your money to someone who like is clearly loaded. Like they're all loaded.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's for the campaign. I donated just $20, so it wasn't like, it was whatever.
You ain't hurting.
Well, I am sometimes, but and I've done a few more, but yeah.
There's like loopholes, you know. It's like they're like, oh, you're not paying to be here, but we'll pay you to like post to the creators for Kamala page. So like, there's all these like weird loopholes.
I mean, that would be maybe we can organize in what it'll be 2028. Maybe we can organize a gay influencer trip, and we could go ourselves
DC?
to the DNC.
DNC.
Yeah.
We pay for it. It's like when I go to Coachella and like people are like, who'd you come here with? I'm like, my own money.
Wait, what's your favorite brand trip that you were paid to go on? Because we've obviously all gone on them.
I went on a fun one with Taco Bell 2 weeks ago. That one was really fun.
She left me in Europe.
I left you in Europe. That one was one of my favorites. That was like top 3. Yeah.
So it wasn't being naked in Puerto Rico with me.
Puerto Rico was fun. I will say that was.
What was
fun.
that brand?
It was for a gay resort.
It was a gay
that
resort.
was
That
a
was
nudist
fun.
resort. And that's where we first met.
Yeah.
But actually, the cool thing was we went
How
around
romantic.
Halloween, and Halloween in Puerto Rico was like
super
crazy.
fun.
Really?
Like there's
spooky.
like whole different rules for Halloween there than it is in, I guess, the actual states.
Yeah. Mhm.
Where like there you're like allowed to be touched. Like they don't give a like
it's like,
they
you
like
don't have to
have like all
it's, like,
these
intense.
crazy
Oh,
things.
like when they scare you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, what do you mean?
Touch
They
you.
just like grope you.
Yeah.
No, but I will agree. I hate to get scared, but I sometimes at those like horror night things, it's like, as long as I can't be touched, I won't be scared.
I've always
Yeah.
wanted
If
to
I
do
could be
one like
touched,
that.
I would be
Being-
so scared. If
there
I could
was
be
one.
grabbed and dragged
Yeah.
into a closet, not like that kind of closet, but
Yeah.
like I would piss my pants. Like
There was one, and remember it was called like abduction.
We didn't do
and
that
we almost did it. They were like, you just have to sign this paper, and they were like, just so you know, it's going to take an hour, but no one's ever lasted longer than 15 minutes.
And we're like, we're not
and I was
gonna
like,
do
what do you
that.
mean?
Yeah.
And he goes, and then the questionnaire, because we looked at it, it was like, what's your biggest fear? What bug scares you the most?
Yeah, we're like, no, we're
What's
not gonna do
this?
that one.
And so basically, abduction is they put a bag on your head, and you go into a room solo. Because I contemplated, I was like, you know what? F- these people.
If we're
Like,
all
we're
together,
together,
we'll do it, yeah.
I'll just like laugh and be like, okay, try. And they literally said, like on the thing, you may be electrocuted. You may have like bugs and like it was crazy.
No.
And when I tell you the line for this, I was like, why are
Sick.
these people doing this?
No, I'm not doing
paying,
that. No,
paying
no,
to
no,
do
no,
this.
no.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
it's dark-sided.
No.
But you know, like
Dark
people,
side, dark side.
some people are into
Dark
crazy, you know, like abduction, you know,
Yeah.
or some people like fall for their captor. Isn't that a thing?
Fall for the cat.
I've just seen the TikTok like jokes about doing that, which I think are so funny.
Like falling for your
Yeah.
captor.
Like
What
if he's
is
hot.
that?
You've never seen that?
Maybe.
Like people being like, "Oh my god, I love you so much! Like, thank you for dinner," and then they just like lock the door on you when you're eating like a ham and cheese sandwich or something.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Like it's like I don't know, like you're just like that f***ed up mentally and can't find love, but you
offer
like
you
fall for
something.
your captor who abducts you. That's some crazy
They
ass
offer
shit.
you a high noon.
Listen,
That's not a high noon.
this is a high. Oh yeah, we're not supposed to talk about it.
I was trying to save y'all. The guest is trying to save y'all from getting sued.
Okay, it's a fucking word.
It's fine. We love. It's just noon right now. That's what we're talking about. And Elliott's high.